Disney was a staple of my childhood and probably yours too. But while things like Fred and Super Wise sorta just faded away with time, Disney somehow has managed to capture my attention with every new movie they come out with. And I don't even want you to pretend that I'm the weird one here with the sheer amount of outcast photos I've seen posted online. I know you've drank the Kool-Aid at least once, which is why today I'm ranking the baddest Disney characters on the Hear Me Out scale, where number 1 simply makes sense and number 10 is gonna have the police busting my door down. As usual, the only thing I ask of you is to hear me out. Jessie from Jessie is sort of the OG crush, which is why she's of course number 1 on the list. You don't even need to hear me out for this one, because whoever you would hear me out to is probably already crushing on her harder than you are. And while sure, the G-rated portrayal of Jessie was never really enough to satisfy, remember to thank 2018's Dumpster Fire Insatiable for picking up where it left off. Those kids definitely didn't know how lucky they were to have Jessie as their babysitter. But seeing as they were all between 9 and 13 years old and didn't have the refined view that we have now, I guess they get a pass. You know who doesn't though? Bertram.
We have a great birthday surprise for you.
You're moving back to Texas and taking the kids with you?
I just don't understand how that's possible. Shame on him. This babysitter's totally hot, funny, and all around just total wifey material. Jessie is a baddie. Next up is Elsa from Frozen, who would probably be just enough of a baddie to overtake Jessie in the list if she was real. Not only is she totally hot from the perfect snow white hair to her conveniently always covered legs, but she literally ditches an entire kingdom in the first movie to have a main character moment and come up with banger improv music like a rebellious teen.
The wind is howling.
Elsa is the baddest badass with a baddest ass. In all of Disney. And that is a fact, not an opinion, a fact, and one I'm not willing to negotiate on. And before you even think about judging me, just remember you clicked on this video. Elsa is a certified ice baddie. Rapunzel from Tangled is just one of those cases where you don't even have to watch the movie to know she's a baddie. Just open Reddit and you'll see where the minds of the people are. For instance, this is what you and I see. This is what a Redditor sees. They might be reading into it a little too far, but let's be real. The animators definitely knew exactly what they were doing. I mean, seriously, just look at that hair, the outfit, those eyes. It's enough to make all of us act like Flynn for just a chance with her.
This is kind of an off day for me. This doesn't normally happen.
But keep in mind, Rapunzel's not 18 when the movie first starts, so
I'm turning 18.
you better wait until the end of the movie before your eyes start wandering unless you want Duke City flowers creeping outside your house.
Inconspicuous. It's a cop van. Yeah, another one right over there. Duke City flowers? Come on. Can't you at least be original?
I have finished the movie, however, so I have the great privilege of saying that Rapunzel is a baddie. Next on our list is Merida from Brave. Now, you might be wondering, why is Merida, another regular human person, on the number 4 spot on the list? What hear me out could she possibly need to reason a 4? Don't be deceived, my friend. This is not the Merida you know and love, but instead, a simulation tech demo posted by Khan Academy 4 years after Brave came out. This video displayed the technology behind the realistic springiness of Merida's simulated hair and how the team behind the movie got her hair to look so great in the film. But here's where we face our problem. Option 1, over 2 million people found a sudden interest in realistically simulating curly hair in computer renders. Or option 2, there's something fishy going on here. Scrubbing through the timeline, we can see an interesting spike at around 1 minute and 42 seconds. Let's see what this is. Oh, I see that. On the bright side, 2 million thirsty boys are pumping ad revenue into Khan Academy, which is gonna help them teach the next generations to be better than this generation is. So, no harm done. According to 2 million lost souls, Merida is a certified tech demo baddie. Ariel from The Little Mermaid is one that we just can't skip. I mean, seriously, what was Disney thinking giving us this just to slap an age 16 on it to mess with us? And if you're thinking even in the slightest that I'm the weird one for including Ariel in this entry, please keep in mind that somebody drew this frame by frame by hand. Look, I know I'm not the only one who's thought about this. You're just lucky I'm the one saying it out loud. It was intentional. I know it. Disney knows it. And we were all played. I mean, half the plot of the movie is about how much people are willing to risk it all for Ariel. I rest my case. That is a dirty trick, Disney. But all things considered, she still has a spot on this list because Ariel has a great personality. Tinkerbell from Peter Pan is a straight up baddie, so long as you're not talking about whatever this is. I mean, seriously, for a fairy who's not supposed to age, the 57 years between this and this did not do our girl any favors. I mean, sure, she's still got the legs going on for her, but that's a smash and that's a pass. No questions asked. The only issue is the matter of how she might be tiny, but let's be real. So's your self-control when it comes to this list. Plus, whatever you're packing, she'll consider it big anyways. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not sure how this would work, but until that slight dilemma's solved, this is the human-sized Tinkerbell we have. Smash or pass, let me know in the comments. But Tinkerbell is a baddie. Number 6 is Morgana from The Little Mermaid 2. And wait, I know what you're thinking, and trust me, I'm on the same page. She's not hot, but there is a whole audience for the tentacle thing she has going on. And I know this because I had to research it. Look, if you're into this, good on you. Maybe just bring a brown paper bag. Morgana is a tentacle fetish baddie. Maid Marian from Robin Hood is where we're going to really start using our hear me outs. So delete that comment you're already typing, take your fingers off that keyboard, and just hear me out. Maid Marian is a mommy. I mean, honestly, just look at that loving presence. This is the type of baddie that you need in your life. She'll cook for you, she'll clean for you, and if you're being a little bad yourself, she'll look the other way. Yes, it occasionally goes too far, maybe on more than one occasion. Okay, never mind. You guys just can't have anything nice. Gotta ruin it. Sorry guys, Bad Tad Ox took away sexy fox lady privileges for y'all. I hope you've learned your lesson though. Regardless of the weird feet stuff, which is now burned into my eyes, Maid Marian is a baddie. Cranking the hear me out to a 9 is Mrs. Potts from Beauty and the Beast. I'm just gonna let this image sit on your screen for a second, so please take a moment to study this teapot and tell me honestly that you can't see it. I mean, come on, the lashes, the blush, that spout. If you don't see it, that just means that you're part of the majority. The 81% that isn't willing to see beyond what is deemed normal and venture into uncharted territories and find that maybe, just maybe, the grass really is greener on the other side. I mean, come on, bro. Even the voice actor for Mrs. Potts is a baddie. Explaining this in any way to any person is going to take a ridiculous amount of hear me out. But I would venture to say that Mrs. Potts, the star of the show in Beauty and the Beast, is a baddie. Last on our list, the impossibility of this relationship ever working out is a tough pill to swallow. Ironically, this baddie might accidentally swallow you like a pill if you aren't careful where you walk. Fiti from Moana is a literal island. Born from a volcano, this geological baddie has some major temper issues. A girlfriend may take your jacket and all is fine in the world, but if you were to take Tefiti's necklace, she may just go super critical to destroy you. It's a risky game, but stay on her good side and you'll be able to explore every inch of her body, literally. With a map and a compass, because Te-Fiti was inspired by the island of Tahiti, which spans 400 square miles, and Te-Fiti makes up the largest mountain range on the island. But enough of the real life stuff. I mean, just look at the hip proportions. Damn, that is a risk I'd be willing to take. Fiti is a certified baddie. And there it is, my list of the baddest Disney characters. There are a ton of Disney characters I wasn't able to get to, so I might want to revisit the video with a part 2 if you like. If there are any baddies you wanted to see on the list, make sure to leave a comment so I can discuss with you in a dignified manner in the next one. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I'm gonna do a bit more research into these characters. My search history is officially ruined. Worth it!